is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Adyaye Namaha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video about the month of June 2025. Wow, time is going by very fast. Now, this month starts off with Venus in Aries, and Venus will be at the Gandanta point and has been since May 28th. So this is a point that can cause mass transformation or even crisis-like scenarios in terms of money, possessions, what we value, compassion, luxury items, and relationships. And Venus has been transiting Aries since May 31st and will be there until June 29th. Venus in Aries is in Ashwini Nakshatra first, which is all about health, so can cause some health issues as well. And it will be at this point until roughly June 4th. Now, Venus in Aries is a fast money. Relationships and business partnerships start moving at a faster pace. New ways of making money and doing business. New relationships can happen. Some can be more self-focused rather than on the relationship, especially when Mars moves into Leo this month. Some may want to become more independent as Mars will conjunct Ketu. Many will want to go their own way in a different direction in terms of business as well. Self-care and healing will be happening, especially in the first part. The purchase of new items and possessions. Be careful not to become too self-focused where it makes you egotistical. And it will be in Ashwini for the first part, which is all about healing, and the markets can also make money here. The love for going fast, for speed is here. Spending money also on Ayurveda or wellness retreats. And then on June 13th, Mars will go into Bharani Nakshatra. And this can be a transformation of relationships, business partnerships, and money again. It can also cause extreme events where something must die and something must be reborn. Events can put us to the test, but eventually make us stronger. Then on June 26th, Venus will go into Kritika Nakshatra, which is investing money in education, university level education, adopting children. This nakshatra is all about purification, what we must cut out of our lives in order to become a better version of ourselves. People and relationships can suddenly be let go of. Now, one really big thing that is happening this month is Jupiter will be combust from June 4th till July 17th. So Jupiter will be combust all month. So we will go through a fast transformation of sorts as it enters Ardhara Nakshatra on June 13th until August 12th. So not only will it be in the nakshatra of events of sorrow, it will also have a loss of power of being too close to the sun. When this happens, the sun takes the power away from Jupiter. Ego can overtake wisdom and good luck, like a king acting without higher knowledge or consciousness. At the same time, Mercury is also here combust, technically until August 17th. Having two combust planets in its own sign, in Gemini, Mercury in its own sign, will lighten this transit, but it will still be very extreme as this is ruled by Rudra, the storm god, also known as Bhairava, which is the fierce version of Shiva who cuts off the fifth head of Brahma and gives a new path. So something has to be destroyed here, and it will be fast and quick, but it's something that will benefit us in the end. It can make one sweat from extreme pressure. Extreme weather events can occur with water, especially harsh winds like tornadoes, unexpected life-changing events where everything is wiped out. But remember, after the storm, there's always a renewal. And what you lost can be retrieved in the next nakshatra after August 12th. And you can retrieve what is meant for you. This will help you let go of the past. The more you cling on to things, the more you will suffer. Let it go. Change is necessary. Everything grows after the storm, especially you. These events can affect electricity as well. Electrical engineers and electricians, power outages due to weather events, technical problems. This can affect musicians, the pharmaceutical industry. Morticians can be busy because this can end lives. Nuclear power plants, processing of foods. This can affect those who deal drugs illegally or legally. Politicians, manipulators, physicians. It will involve also weapon experts. Now, remember, Jupiter is religion, philosophy, it's finance, commerce, bankers, shipping, exports, merchandise, morality. All this will be going through a very tough time. Foreign affairs as well. I do believe it's because of trade. This can escalate the certain wars because crimes, which include death, dark agendas, two-faced individuals as well, that affect the masses, alliances, groups, because this is aspecting Rahu in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. And also Mars on June 6th, I believe, will be entering Leo and will be conjunct Ketu by sign. And also will aspect Saturn by its 8th aspect. This is a recipe for some kind of terrorist attack or an attack on leaders. Mars and Ketu can bring very extreme events, heat waves, fires, forest fires. This will get worse in July as Mars goes closer to Ketu. I'll have an entire video about all these placements. This is just breaking it down very simply. Now, Mercury will go into Gemini on June 5th until June 22nd. So like I said, Mercury will be traveling with Jupiter and will be combust, and with Jupiter combust being aspected by these planets. So it will affect Mercury as well, even though it's in its own sign. Then on June 22nd, Mercury will go into Cancer on June 22nd. This is when conversations can become more deeper, more emotional, and emotions can override logic at this time. Wanting to connect with others through the heart, listening within can happen, and people can become overly sensitive and take things too personally. We also have on June 7th, Saturn is going to transit is already in Uttara Bhadrapada, the first pada, but it's going to go into the second pada, which is Virgo Navamsha. And this will be better for Saturn, Navamsha-wise, because it was in Leo Navamsha, but Saturn is now going to be focused on the karma of health, civil servants, war, conflict, daily routines, pets, and the medical industry. Mars will be aspecting Saturn all month by its 8th aspect, which is a very transformative, death-like aspect. The karma of troubles and disputes can happen among partners and cheating due to solely being focused on the 5 senses rather than being focused on morals. And remember, Jupiter during this time is going to be combust. So there is a sense of lack of morality here. Breaking the trust of others due to your own selfishness, challenges, disputes with partners or the public. If you can control your desires and remain a loyal, trustworthy person, you will succeed and not face diseases, as Virgo is the Navamsha, which is all about health matters. Saturn here can be breaking the trust of seniors, older people, those in the lower parts of society, the needy, charities. This can be the government, civil servants, breaking the trust of the masses. Now, on June 11th, we have a full moon in Scorpio, which goes into Pisces Navamsha, which will bring out themes of endings, illusions, being in education, children, entertainment, the mentality of leaders, stock market. There can be extremes, ups and downs in regards to shared resources, taxes, life and death scenarios, transformation, secret, jealousy, and insecurities. This is very close to the Gandanta point, where we see mass transformation or crisis events can happen. And this is in Jesta Nakshatra. This is protecting those in vulnerable positions of society, people who are in positions of authority, say like the army or the police. It brings out a lot of things like that. A lot of crime can happen here. And then also the sun will be in Taurus in Megashira. This is highlighting also possessions, material items, but searching for something outside of yourself, searching for answers sometimes or knowledge. And the moon is in detriment, so our emotional connection towards higher learning, foreign relations, long distance travel is being suppressed. It shows some extreme events that can occur in these matters, which would require an authority position to protect the most vulnerable. Now, this is the beginning of the Mars aspecting Saturn by its 8th aspect. It starts on June 6th, but this moon will highlight it, and this can cause mass transformative events. These can be quite life-changing as endings can occur. This can directly affect leaders. June 13th, it will be within 3 degrees, and then June 20th, it will be making an exact opposition. There can be accidents, especially in water, oceans, boats, extra events of war, and weather disasters. These can affect money and resources as Venus will be in Aries, but also war and aggressive acts. The entertainment industry and foreign relations and matters of trade can be affected. Jupiter will be in Ardra at this time, heightening these events. Mars will be in Magha. This is those on the throne, those in the entertainment industry until June 30th. And this will be a conflict with leaders versus the masses or the common people, civil servants. Mars will conjunct Ketu, and this is making the leaders even more angry as it inches closer. But this can bring strength and courage to some leaders, or they can be acting very egotistical. For yourself, you can use this for strength instead. This can affect the unemployed, charities, spiritual leaders, inheritances, construction activities, dealing with homes, financial dealings, and imprisonment. June 15th, we have Jupiter square Saturn. Many will want to escape through addictions, as Saturn is in Pisces, and Pisces loves to live in illusion. Jupiter is in Ardra, going through a major turmoil, and Saturn is starting to make many feel pessimistic and lacking the ability to see the higher, bigger picture. Jupiter is also combust, allowing Saturn's darkness to overshadow optimism. June 20th is the solstice. This is the balance between Shiva and Shakti. June 22nd, Sun square Saturn. Conflict with the leaders and the masses or the civil servants can cause strikes or protests, lashing out against the government, leaders, and teachers. Then on June 25th, we have a new moon in Ardra Nakshatra. So you see, Jupiter, there'll be some issues all month, but then at the end of the month, this will be highlighted the most. Now, like I said, this is the storm god. This is tears of sorrow and destructive events. We'll have Jupiter, Moon, and Sun all at 9 degrees in Ardra Nakshatra and Pada 1 in Sagittarius Navamsha. A lot of propaganda by the media and celebrities will be happening here. Morality and righteousness will be tested. This is being squared by Saturn in the 10th house, which is very serious and pessimistic. Mars is aspecting this from the 3rd house with Ketu. Rahu is aspecting this, bringing confusion and illusion with foreign matters, education, and long-distance travel. Leaving behind the truth or lying in order to gain a higher position in society. Many will be doing this. Leaving a partner for someone more influential can happen. This can be with a guru, a teacher, a boss, or just someone who has more authority. Money and resources, trade and travel, relationships and career, leaders, reputation will be affected. Accidents while traveling can happen. Forest fires. The weather in the homelands will be affecting many. And then June 29th, like I mentioned earlier, Venus will go into Taurus. So relationships are renewed with a sense of stability and growth. Values are reassessed. Love between partners and large possessions can be purchased, gardening, and a connection of hearts. But we have to always remember that the other transits are still happening all the way into July and August. So there's some ups and downs there. But it's a very eventful month. So I thank you so much for listening. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.